Being trans breeds narcissism, and I can prove it. And Lilly Tino is the epitome of this. Welcome to another psychological deep dive. I really do hope that since it's Pride Month, y'all have just found something to be proud of, because like this is why I left the community back in 2019. Lilly, you misgendered me. Tino is once again back at Disney causing a ruckus. Way more than that, actually. Talking about his dick surgery around children.
I think Disney's gonna ban me for this one. My corn dog is still intact.
Blech, I can't even. Lilly, we know that you still have a corn dog, okay? We have video proof. Someone literally found Lilly Tino walking around Disney World and recorded them, so. Yeah, there's not a single woman in the world that walks like that. Not even butch lesbians, to be honest.
I'm not happy about that, but sadly it takes a long time to turn a corn dog into a inverted corn dog. Hopefully by the end of the year, they are going to take my corn dog. These ears do not want to stay on.
Okay, that's God's way of telling you that even the universe is sick of hearing your bullshit. Because this isn't the first time Lilly has done this, isn't it? Just last year, Lilly made a video talking about his cake pops and marshmallow tunnel, talking about all the surgeries that he plans on getting. And even though that video got literally thousands of comments from leftists too, by the way, saying that, you know, Lilly, this is going too far, Lilly continues on because being trans breeds narcissism. By the way, I'm not talking about actual transsexuals like friends of mine like Buck Angel, Blair White, Marcus, Tori. It's all about Lilly and people like Lilly. Let's dive in. Narcissistic personality disorder, as defined by the DSM-5, involves a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, need for admiration, and lack of empathy. And almost every single video of this person follows that exact pattern. Let's watch.
That is fancy looking. Cool.
The bottom is from Thailand?
Coconut bread from Thailand.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Yes,
Ma'am.
Yeah, ma'am. Sorry, my bad.
Okay, 8 seconds in, and we already have the grandiosity. 3 types of bread elevated on a silver platter from countries all across the world. I mean, Lilly even says, ooh, fancy.
And the middle one is from India. It's the papadom with the gingerbread chutney.
Okay.
And the third is from Brazil. It's a cheese bread with the guava sauce.
Okay, stop the video there. Look at that face. Even look at the emoji that Lilly posted next to it, okay? There's the need for admiration. Feel bad for me. Tell me I'm a woman and that I'm a victim.
Thank you. It just like totally sucks the joy out of this bread tower. Makes me want to immediately like leave because I no longer feel like safe here. It's like, oh, my guard now has to be up. I'm not gonna enjoy this bread as much because my guard is up. We should be able to go places and not have to worry. I don't think I really want this bread tower, actually. I think I'd rather have the check if that's
Yes,
okay.
yeah.
And here's the lack of empathy, okay? When the waiter misgenders Lilly, this is the face that Lilly has on. And honestly, it just reeks of how dare you misgender, how dare you say that about me in my presence, you peasant. That's literally the face you give to your child when you know they're lying and you know the truth. It's like, this is the epitome of, come on, you know better. You know better than to talk to me like that. And oop, look what I found. It is, once again, another Duper's Delight moment.
So last year I made a video that a lot of people got upset by where I talked about some things in Disneyland. A lot of y'all thought that video would get me banned from Disney, so let's see if that's true. I'm at the Disney World entrance about to try and get in, so let's see if that video really did get me banned. I paid for a hotel and the tickets, so it would be really unfortunate if that happened at this point. It's not a very long line to get in. Sweat on the brow. That's how I'm nervous.
Right there. There it is. You see that smile? See that like little side crack smile? That's called Duper's Delight. And it's a psychological tell that someone is either manipulating you or lying to you and enjoying it. I made a video about this a few years ago and it blew up because of how true it is. Duper's Delight refers to the positive emotional experience a person feels when deceiving others. This feeling can occur before, during, or after a deception, and it can be linked to traits like, narcissism. The positive emotions associated with Duper's Delight can include anticipation, relief, pride, or even contempt towards the deceived person. Almost always, if not always, the muscles around the eyes soften. There's no wrinkle lines because it is a fake smile. It's a Duper's Delight smile. Notice there are no smile lines here.
It's exciting. I love Disney World. Okay, so I just beep it here. Put the finger there. Oh, further in. I'm allowed in? I'm not banned from Disney.
No, you're not.
Wow. Huge news. Thank you. Y'all.
There it is again, and even more so because this bro went into the women's bathrooms, like 10 of them at Disney, and decided to rank each of them. Animal Kingdom entry, 3 out of 10. Someone gave me a weird look when I walked in, and I felt icky. Tiffin's Restaurant, 2 out of 10. Got misgendered right before this pic, so the vibe was off. Everything is about me. While this is in Florida and it is illegal for trans women to use the women's restroom, I looked it up real quick and it's actually not illegal in Disney because Disney, of course, is a private company and they can make rules as they please, you know, for the most part. And for that matter, Lilly gets away with this. And the lack of empathy, again, is just ridiculous here, okay? I'm going to go into women's spaces and I don't care who feels uncomfortable around me. All that matters is my comfort, my experience. I don't care how it makes anyone else feel.
I've made it into Disney World. I don't really know what the deal is with bathrooms. You know, Florida is really conservative. I don't know what the rules are. Trans women are allowed to be in women's bathrooms, but I'm about to go and use the bathroom because I have to tinkle. If I get stopped, I get stopped, I guess, but I'm a woman, so I'm going to use the women's bathroom, and being in Florida or being in California or wherever isn't going to stop me. So I will report back in a minute once I have hopefully tinkled without issue.
Okay, Duper Delight, it's literally in every single video.
That went as well as it could have gone. No one gave me any weird looks. Definitely no one stopped me. I walked in, I found a stall, I peed. I peed standing up, which is something I'm sometimes a little self-conscious about with the sound. I think, oh, is there someone peeing standing up there?
I'm getting bored with this because this is just every time. And it can't be just me that like immediately thought of a dog lifting their leg, a male dog lifting the leg to pee on things to prove that they, you know, have dominance over the situation. Or this is mine. Marking off your territory is a very male thing, bitch.
Standing up, and it was fine. And then I washed my hands and I left. And you know what? On my way out from the women's bathroom, I took a quick picture with someone who recognized me, and it was lovely. So overall, Disney World in Florida, 10 out of 10 women's bathroom experience for trans women. Would recommend. The
need to tell your audience that you were recognized or that somebody knew who you were is the need for admiration part of this narcissism. And interestingly enough, the queer ideology part of this all, that this all stems from, breeds narcissistic behavior. A recent detransitioner is going to explain all of this, and it's brilliant. Listen.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me back on your channel. And I'll tell you that transgenderism absolutely breeds narcissistic individuals. I myself am a detransitioner, somebody who lived as a trans woman for over a decade, but I can take a step back now and look at those patterns and tendencies I had, and now I see how narcissistic they truly were. When you have a trans person, their entire identity revolves around this idea of passing, meaning the ability to confuse the rest of society into thinking that you're something you're not. For me, I'm a man, but I woke up every day for 12 years and lied to myself that I was somebody who could become a woman. And hopefully my lies and the way I presented myself would filter out into everybody I interacted with. So my entire life was how others viewed me and see if my lie was good enough to confuse them into thinking I was a trans woman. Imagine what that does for the psyche. How am I dressing? How is my makeup done? How am I walking? I mean, if you go on YouTube and just type in transgender passing tips, you're gonna find hundreds of thousands of videos of extremely fetishized men trying to teach other men how to walk, talk, and act like a woman. This is narcissism. If you take away something from them, i.e. passports or the ability to infiltrate intimate spaces like locker rooms or women's sports, you're going to get an individual that will spend their entire energy revolting against that.
I stand before you all as a proud Kashmiri trans Muslim woman. I'm disabled, and this state hates that. This state has burned trans and disabled people to create a smokescreen.
In trying to gain a following to support that revolt. If Lilly Tino didn't get into Disney that day, if his past didn't scan, the world would have known about it. And the last reason why transgenderism creates narcissistic individuals is this whole idea of going no contact with your family, trying to cut out the world so only you exist in this echo chamber of the trans ideology. That is narcissism. A lot of these AGP guys that really showcase that narcissistic behavior. I heard that, you know, true transsexuals don't present this.
Just a little note here. Again, we're not talking about actual transsexual people. We're talking about either the transgenders, the hypergender ideologues, or the AGPs. When your entire existence is rooted in passing and hyper-specific focused language, your life probably isn't going to include as much empathy as it should, right? Because everything is focused internal. Number two, most of them, if you don't give them what they want, surgeries, passports, puberty blockers, misgendering, language being illegal, riots and group mentality ensues. Exploitative behavior. Super interesting take from a therapist here that I normally disagree with, but this was something that I hadn't even recognized until he pointed it out. Listen to this.
I don't know how many of you follow this creator, but this comment somebody made about them makes the most sense to me because of the specialty that I have as a psychotherapist. So this person goes to restaurants, finds themselves being misgendered, and rather than just correcting them and letting them go about their business by the servers, they get very victim-y and they leave. And in my opinion, if you're misgendered and you correct, and then you're misgendered again, that's the issue. This issue that they're having is really more like rage baiting. But more importantly, there are people that are submissive, that like to be humiliated, that like to be, you know, criticized, that like watching people online treat them a certain way. And I think this person who made this comment gets it 100%.
Just another reason why I think Lilly Tino is an AGP and not an actual transsexual woman. AGPs are males who are turned on at the idea of themselves looking like or being a woman. And I can bet that there's also a huge part of submission in all of this. It's why we keep seeing videos like this surface online. What a mess. If you guys enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. I am one of the only LGBT content creators that constantly calls out the bullshit from all sides of the political spectrum, including my own community. Other than that, I will see you guys back here in a few days with a brand new video. Until then, I love you, love yourselves, keep calling out the bullshit. Bye.